Okay, welcome back to IEL Grammar. Today we're looking at essential and non-essential clauses. And basically, an essential clause is something that is needed, and a non-essential clause is something that is not needed. Okay? So, as we're looking at these, a non-essential clause is something that's not needed, as we said. So, for example, Steve Jobs, who created Apple, bought Pixar Animation Studio. If I were to take out this part about who created Apple, it still makes sense here, right? So Steve Jobs bought Pixar Animation Studio. Without that clause in there, the sentence still makes sense, and this noun here has been identified clearly. Okay? In the case of a non-essential clause, we have to have commas inside here to show that it's non-essential. These commas tell us that we can take this clause out. So we could say, for example, the people who built the first plane were brothers. Now, in this case, we have an essential adjective clause, because if I were to take this out, the sentence wouldn't make sense. Okay? All right, so we don't really know who's being discussed in that case. So we also have relative pronouns. Okay, so only a relative pronoun can be used, and they cannot be omitted. So I can't say Pixar Steve Jobs bought. I have to say Pixar, which Steve Jobs bought, started as a division of Lucasfilm. All right, so a relative pronoun in an essential adjective clause, okay, it can be used, or we can omit it. All right, so the company which or that he just bought started as a division of Lucasfilm. Now notice this right here, this which or that we can take out when we have this pronoun right here. Okay. All right, and basically that's a brief introduction to essential and non-essential adjective clauses. Thank you.
What are you going to use that for?
Grammar class. I was for the book.
Oh, really?
Yeah.